Hi, my name is Katrina, and this is where I'm building my future home. The first step was putting up a fence for the dogs and to keep them safe because there's a lot of traffic on this road. Animals are pure, they don't ask anything in return. We feed them, they love us. There's no agenda with animals. So the ranch where I got this little guy, they are working in regenerative farming, and I've been reading their things and reading up about it. One of the things that they do that I'm planning to build are some vegetable beds, and they'll be waist height, and they're made from materials that naturally regenerate and source and fertilize the food that you're trying to grow. First project I did complete was the compost bin. And the cool thing about this is that, with the exception of the chicken wire, this is all made from stuff that was already here. Like, I took the cinder blocks my dad had somewhere else, the wood my sister had in her shed, my dad cut the pieces for me. I'm planning to move this up to where the vegetable beds are. It'll be a little bit more of a trek to put the stuff in it to rot, but it won't be, at least it'll be where I need it when I'm fertilizing the garden beds. A lot of what I'm trying to do with that kind of thing too is source from found or free materials. So recycling things that maybe someone is throwing away. I'm going to build a greenhouse out of, a lot of times you'll be, especially around here, you'll be driving down the road and you'll see old windows out by the side of the road for free. I want to build a greenhouse entirely out of found windows. So one of the other objects is as little waste as possible. So all of these trees behind you, one of them is dead and has to come down so it doesn't fall on the house. So that my dad is going to take it down and then he'll use it for firewood, which is awesome. With the trees, I'm going to keep the maple trees, and there are a few apple trees and things in this hedge that we'll hold on to. But anything that is either dead or not of use will all come down, like the sumac and anything that you see that doesn't have leaves on it. And of course we want to keep some trees for shade for the house, using as much natural cooling mechanisms as we can. So I'm not necessarily using an air conditioner, but just using shade and using the air to cool things. What going green means to me is having as little of a footprint on the earth as I can. So whether that means making sure that the house that I build is made from eco-friendly materials, right down to what I use in my house. I use bamboo toilet paper. There are no chemicals in my house. I use all natural cleaning things like vinegar and things like that. Just making sure that all of the things I'm doing, whether it's things that I consume or the thing that I live in or the thing that I drive, has as little of a footprint as possible. Juan Pablo says it's easy being green.
Wow.